This is a presentation on interfacing stepper motor with 8051 microcontroller. A stepper motor is a DC brushless motor which does not rotate continuously but rotates in steps. It is also called as a step motor or stepping motor. It consists of stator and rotor. Stators are electromagnets on which there is a winding of coil, and external voltage given to this coil gives the direction of magnetic field in the stator. The rotor is a permanent magnet which rotates in between the stator and aligns itself such that like poles repel each other and opposite poles attract each other. This is how a stepper motor looks like, and internally it has the stator and the rotor. It works on the principle of electromagnetism. Depending on the input voltage, polarities are made in the stator and the rotor rotates such that the south pole of rotor aligns near the north pole of stator and vice versa. When the input is changed, the magnetic field in the stator changes and accordingly the rotor rotates. The angle through which the stepper motor rotates in one input pulse is known as its step angle, which is expressed in degrees. This step angle gives an indication of how many steps are required to complete one revolution. One revolution is 360 degrees. We can rotate the stepper motor by giving appropriate input at its coils, and by giving a proper sequence, we can rotate the stepper motor in the clockwise direction. Similarly, by giving another predefined sequence of inputs, the stepper motor can be rotated in the anticlockwise direction. The four-step sequence for rotation in clockwise direction can be represented in hexadecimal as 5, 9, A, and 6. And depending on the connections that are done, we can also represent it by 6, C, 9, and 3. Similarly, for anticlockwise rotation, we have to give a predefined sequence of 5, 6, A, and 9 in hex, or depending on the connection, 6, 3, 9, and C in hex. We can control the stepper motor using 8051 and can interface this microcontroller and control how the stepper motor will rotate. In this, 4 pins of port 1, P1.3 to 1.0 are connected to the coil of unipolar stepper motor. A stepper motor requires large amount of current, and hence a current amplifier circuit is required in between. In this interfacing, it is in the form of ULN 2003, and it also requires pull-up resistors at its input. For this connection, we can write a program for rotating the stepper motor in the clockwise direction continuously. C program begins with hash include register 51.h, and every input output device requires a delay routine in between. The while one is used for continuous looping in the main program. We have to send correct sequence for clockwise rotation to port 1 since stepper motor is connected to port 1. Between every step, we have a subprogram for delay, which includes unsigned end going from 0 to the number specified in the main program. By executing this program, the stepper motor can rotate in the clockwise direction. A similar program can also be written for rotating the stepper motor in anti-clockwise direction. The program steps will remain the same, only the sequence which is sent to port 1 will change, and when the correct steps are given, the stepper motor will rotate in the anti-clockwise direction continuously. So in this way, we can interface 8051 with a stepper motor, and we can use it for rotating it clockwise and anti-clockwise. I hope this session has been useful in understanding this interfacing. Thank